All right, I had a request for "There Was a Time" by James Brown. So this first thing, we're basically looking at like this 5 and 6, 5 on the third string, 6 on the second string, and it's kind of like a D minor 7. I don't think it's really like a D7 raised 9, because I don't think you're hearing that F sharp really in it. So it's mostly these two strings here, but you can kind of have this D bass note down here too. That's kind of the basic rhythm of it. Different versions, a lot of different things have gone on in the song, but this is kind of the basic thing. So bum ba dum bum bum ba bum bum ba dum bum bum ba bum. Of course, it takes some staccato. You got to be able to make that chord go away, and not with your right hand all the time, with your left hand as well. So sometimes you let that chord ring out, like that first one. Then all the rest of them are pretty staccato. So after kind of a downbeat of that first part, one of the guitars can kind of sneak away and hit this riff here. We got the 10 and 12 on the D string. Typical kind of D minor pentatonic kind of lick. So we got 10 to 12 on the D string. Then we got this 10 and 10 on the B string, the G string. So you kind of 10, 12, 10. And then we're going to have this little slide with this ring finger, 12 to 13 and back. So 12s to 13s. And then 12s, 10s. To the 12th fret of the D string and back to that little 10s chord. So you can't even go all three of those small strings. Like every now and again, for just to make it a little different, spice it up. So let's try that. 2, 3, and. And then we're going to go to that new part. So we'll hit like one downbeat on that chord. So bum da bum bum, and then we're going to start doing that. So let's try that. One hit on this chord and then up to this higher riff. 2, 3, and. And back. Here we go. Okay, so that's basically it for "There Was a Time." There is lots of different versions. There's one that was put out in like the 70s called like Funk Power, an album. It has a completely different version of that song. Totally different parts, totally different tempo, everything. So anyway, "There Was a Time" was a very rare one when I played with James Brown. A lot of times he would have some of the veterans of the band. That was one that was so infrequently played that I don't know that I played on it too many times, probably just a handful of times. A lot of times if Ron Laster was in the group or Tony Jones, some of the veterans on guitar, he would know that they would be able to pull that out of the hat at a drop of a dime. But we didn't do it a whole lot in my time. So when we did do it, it was always a lot of fun. And it was always a lot of fun learning those kind of deeper cuts, the ones that weren't. I think that was a hit way back in the day, but some of those that sort of faded away and weren't hit as much, it was a lot of fun to learn those. And when we get a chance to play those, something like "Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud," Those would be super fun moments for the band. So anyway, let's move on to the next song. So this is going to be It's a New Day, Can a Man Come In and Do the Popcorn? So this is going to be that F7-9 chord, but it's going to be the 13 where we have the pinky down here. We're going to go. So we move that 13 out of the way and go to the regular 9, which this is 8, 7, 8, 8, 8. We're going to go. So that chord ends up being 10 on the second string, 8, 7, 8, and 10 on the second string, and nothing on the first string. So we're kind of moving. Kind of what happened there on the top. And then we got this little riff here. And this riff is out of that F major pentatonic scale. So it's a major pentatonic lick going with this chord, which of course these chords are like major and minor combined, these kind of 7 chords, 7, 9, 13s and stuff. So one more time. So those two pieces connect there. So let's slow that down a little bit. So we got the. And then we come to this F7-9 and we got down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then we're back. And then the other part of the song is going to be, we're going to go from this F7-9 to E flat, so the 6th fret bass note, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6. And that is a B flat 7 chord, 6, 8, 6, 7, 6, 6. So we got. Four times that, and then we're back. All right, thanks for watching. Much love to James Brown, as always. See you soon.